For 34 years, there was a question that was left unanswered. It drove people mad, causing them to go wild like animals, until it eventually ate away at their sanity. And to this day, fans are still asking, no, demanding an answer as to what happened. So, the time has come. On this, the anniversary of that fateful day, we finally have that question answered. Whatever happened to the 13th ghost of Scooby Doo? Well, now we can worry no longer, as it has finally happened. We are going to take a look at the film that will put our worries to bed. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the new Scooby Doo reviews, and we're going to take a look at Scooby Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost.
What's a Scooby Doo? We're coming after you. You gotta solve that mystery. I see a Scooby Doo. The trail is making you. What's a Scooby Doo? Na 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 na. What's a Scooby Doo?
Hello everyone, I am the Jedi Bender, and yes, you are reading that title right. After nearly 35 years of waiting, the conclusion to the most hated / underrated Scooby-Doo show is upon us. So let's go ahead and see how they wrap it up once and for all. But before we get into the review, let's go ahead and recap the 13th Ghost for those of you who haven't seen the show. The 13th Ghost was the 7th incarnation of the Scooby-Doo franchise, lasting only for one season as it follows Daphne, Shaggy, Scooby, and Scrappy. As they accidentally take a trip to the Himalayas, there they encounter the supernatural, and Shaggy and Scooby are tricked to open the chest of demons, releasing the 13th most dangerous ghost. So they're ordered by Vincent Van Ghoul to go and recapture them. But they are also accompanied by a new member of the team, Flim Flam, basically a little haggler who can be best described as someone who would probably end up in jail, and also be annoying at times. So throughout the whole series, the new gang were able to capture 12 of the ghosts, but they never caught the 13th. Oh, the irony. Okay, so everyone up to speed? Good. Now let's finally get into the review. So let's go ahead and go over the synopsis of this film. Many years after that fateful summer, we see the gang in the middle of a caper, but to their surprise, they ended up catching the wrong person, so they are forced into early retirement. But upon selling some things, they come across their old crystal ball and are contacted by Vincent Van Ghoul, who has found the 13th ghost. So the gang are tasked to help Vincent and finish what they started. Well, I can say this about this film right off the bat. One thing that has always remained consistent about the new Scooby-Doo films after Mystery Incorporated is how well written and animated they are, putting the new 52 DC animated films to shame, if you can believe that. And man, is 13th Ghost no exception. Everything for the most part is on point and a great throwback to an underrated show. And by the end of the film, I felt completely satisfied. So, being the huge Scooby fan that I am, right behind my friend ArchaicKing, did this movie fire on all cylinders, or did it end up letting us down harder than the chest of demons? Well, let's go ahead and find out, starting with the writing and voice acting. As I said, the most recent Scooby films have just been great with their writing and have had some fantastic humor. 13th Ghost continues this tradition, while at the same time bringing us some great callbacks to the original show without hammering it into our skulls. And all of this is thanks to the main writer, Tim Treadran, who has not only brought out the traditional trademark humor from Scooby-Doo, but has also been giving us great references to the original show, while at the same time also giving us a unique new backstory on Vincent and the 13th Ghost. Now sure, the ending may have a mixed reaction depending on what you were expecting. This, of course, was if you were expecting this to end in the 13th Ghost style or the traditional Scooby-Doo caper style, but I say Tim did a fantastic job trying to combine the two, and he deserves a major point for that. The voice acting once again is a knockout. The main cast are all here, this being Frank Welker as the voice of Fred / Scooby Doo, Gray DeLisle as the voice of Daphne, Matthew Lillard as the voice of Shaggy, and Kate Micucci as the voice of Velma. All of them do a great job as always, and what I love this time around is that the game feels flip-flopped around, with Daphne being the leader now since it is her case. And I also loved how we saw the struggle for Fred to accept his new place in this case as the support, especially since we actually find out what he did last summer. Which, wow, in retrospective, why does this make so much sense? And of course, we also get Velma trying to shoot down the existence of ghosts and the supernatural in general, but by the end of the film, she actually kinda has an arc. But they're not the only ones this time around. We also have a new addition to the cast. We have Moritz LeMichel as the voice of Vincent Van Gogh. No, not Mystery Inc. Vincent Van Gogh, but this is the one from the 13th Ghost. And man, is it great to see him back in here again, with all of his classic horror puns and all.
But of course, the dead letter office mail goes in, but it never comes out. Sorry, force of havoc, habit.
And yes, even though there can only be one Vincent Price, Moritz does a great impression of Vincent, and in my opinion, he was the standout performance in this film, as he captures the mannerisms of Price while also making the role his own. And there is one more surprise cast character that I won't say that makes a return, but if you've seen the film, or the trailer, you already know who I'm talking about. The animation is amazing in this film, but what do you expect? These Scooby films just keep getting better and better with their animation. Every frame is fluid and so smooth, while also feeling like a great continuation of the 13th Ghost, mainly with Daphne's classic 80s design, Vincent's model, and of course the red van. Everything in here is just great, and I have no complaints about the animation at all. Really amazing stuff here. So those are all of the high points of this film, but that leads one to ask, does this film have any bad parts in it? Well, I say it has maybe one or two flaws, but let's go ahead and get into that. The first flaw I have with this film is the ongoing joke with Fred and where he actually went during summer vacation. Now, this could have been done maybe one or two times, but throughout the film, in my opinion, they really hammer it in. But hey, if you enjoyed it, then that's fine. And the second flaw that I have is while the script is 90% perfect, I would still say that the ending could have been more better. I like the twist and the overall great, amazing backstory we are given to the Van Ghouls, but I still think it could have been more meaningful since this is actually how it all ends. Other than those flaws, this was a great way to bring closure on the black sheep of the Scooby series. No, not that one! Aside from that, Scooby Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost was a fun ride from beginning to end, and it brought back so many memories for me, while also being a great love letter to that show. The voice acting is amazing, the writing is on point, and the animation just looks fantastic. This is a great way to start off Scooby Doo's 50th anniversary. So with all of that being said, I will say that Curse of the 13th Ghost gets a A-. Please go and check it out and let me know what you guys think. Did you enjoy this film? Do you agree that it's a great way to bring closure to that series, or do you think more could have been done with it? And also too, if you enjoyed this review, then please hit that like button, and if you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I love to have you. And if you want to stay up to date, then please hit that little bell icon to be notified the minute my videos drop. And huge big thanks to my new editor, Noble Absinthe, for editing this review. And I hope to see you guys again for my next Scooby Doo review. So until then, this is the Jedi Bender saying, Scooby Doo! I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that Vincent Van Gogh was played by the Vincent Price and was based off Doctor Strange? Yeah, crazy, right? Anyway.
Like, I don't mean to be picky, Fred, But are you sure you know what we're doing?
Of course. I read the instructions. Well, part of them anyway. Now, there's nothing to it.